A little bit windy, so you're probably going to get a little bit of noise off my mic, but I've done my best. So we're in Athelstaneford, which is a beautiful, beautiful little village in East Lothian. I'll just let you have a little look. Isn't that gorgeous? So I've brought you along to the Athelstaneford, birthplace of the Scottish flag, Scotland's flag, the Saltire. Okay, so we're just going to have a little look. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day. It's there's blue sky up there. It's just we've got these grey clouds again, especially over here. I think we're going to get rain, but hopefully it won't last too long. So you've got the church just here, and I'm hoping the signal stays with us as we go around the side of the building, because we're going to get some lovely views. There's some beautiful gravestones in here. I'll just let you have a quick look. Isn't that gorgeous? We've got a metal one here. So I'm going to do a video on the church, the village and things. But hopefully you can all see me, still here. And there is the Doocot. Now this is a lectern one, Doocot pigeon house. You can see the flag flying in the wind. It's letting me see how windy it is. Right. Now the pigeon house itself, it was built by Sir John Hepburn, I think his name was, in 1583, but I'll just let you have a little look. We have a little Saltire, just so you know where you're going. Hi Deborah. Oh, in fact, there we go, look. So, the Athelstaneford Flag Heritage Centre, lectern Doocot, built by George, not John, I was close, George Hepburn in 1583, and the date is still visible on the door lintel. We're going to have a wee look. But they've just restored it. They restored it last year, had a lot of work done to it, so it's looking absolutely gorgeous. Now, for modern eyes, you'll look at this and think, oh, that's really bright, hi Amy. But you know, whatever pigment you could afford to colour your lime wash, that's what colour your building would be. So yeah, I like it. Right, now if we look at the lintel, it is, I can just about make out the 1583, but yeah, it's very, very worn. Now you've got 16th century historic building. Right, now let's have a little look around before we try and go in, because we may or may not get a signal. Oh, hold on while I stand still. The wind is, yes. Now you see that cone shaped hill right in the centre of the screen? That's Berwick Law. There was that's the wind attacking the gimbal. I'm just going to walk round before we lose the gimbal completely. Right, we'll stand on this side. In fact, we'll pop over here. So there's the flagpole. Isn't that lovely? It's quite a nice one. And you can see the church. And this is the little sort of viewpoint that you've got, the vantage point. So as we look in I'll try and hold you up over that bush. So you've got Berwick Law. I'm trying to see, I don't think I can see it. Past Berwick Law there should be the Bass Rock, but I'm not thinking I'm going to see that. And then if we come round, we're looking at Fife away in the distance, and you can see Largo Law. So the little hill sticking up in the distance. So you've got, on your left you've got a row of trees, and then the third tree along is kind of the one with Berwick Law. It's too difficult to see from here, it's too windy. Anyway, so yes, so basically the Saltire, the reason it's here is because there was a battle in 832 AD The Picts under Angus MacFergus, High King of Alba, was aided by the Scots King, I don't know how to pronounce his name, of King of Dalriada, Kenneth MacAlpine's father. And this is where they saw the Saltire in the sky. So if you imagine a beautiful blue sky and then the cross in it there. So this is where it was. This is how we ended up with the flag, the Saltire as the flag for Scotland. Now I will definitely try and take you in, but there's no guaranteeing the signal will be okay within the building, but we'll try. Okay, so I just thought I'd leave it to the last bit. I hope you're all having a good day. Sorry, it's welcome to Scotland. Incredibly windy. Beautiful, but windy. Look at that tree, isn't that gorgeous? Right, how do we get in here? Pull back and push in. Right, people, are we ready for this? The signal may drop. Oh, bend over, Sam, you can do it. Ow, that would be my head. Ow, that would be my head again. Oh, jeez, oh, just brained myself. There. Just got to get my card out to pay, and then hopefully it'll start. Right, 2 seconds, just give me a sec while I get the card out of the purse. Right, how do we do this? I did tap to donate. Donate here, there, donate. There we go, we heard beep. You can see the map, you've got South Pickland there, so you've got the Picts, and there's Dalriada there. So the two kings came together. And that's the top of Scotland up there. And there's the Orkney and things. And then we have got Athelstaneford right there. So that's just letting you know roughly where we are. Oh.
It was, I recall, one day in 832, when we were returning north from Northumbria, driving stolen cattle. We had taught the Northumbrians a lesson for their raids on Alba and on Galloway. The cattle were our booty and part of our revenge. Now we found ourselves north of the Lothian tide, faced with a reversal of our fortunes. Our enemies had caught up with us, Saxons, also raiding the Northumbrian Angles under a chieftain Athelstan, and now following us and the cattle. Athelstan, a name you will remember, for this is the story of Athelstaneford. I was a young man then, much the same age as Kenneth, the young Prince of Galloway, whose grandfather was one of two kings, Doocot of Scots Dalriada, and Angus MacFergus, High King of Pictish Alba, who were leading us. I followed Kenneth and his troop, rather than the two old kings, because of his spirited impatience with the wise old years. He had the arrogance of youth, but also authority. The authority of a wise head on young shoulders. I followed him gladly on our raid south into Northumbria and back, and would have followed him to the death. Almost did. But he was our saviour in a battle which became a myth and a symbol in Scotland forever. Kenneth knew the dangers that lay in the way when the two kings decided to take their men and the cattle into the morass of the Pepper Valley. But his advice was dismissed as the ramblings of a callow youth. We, a scouting party on the ridge between Tyne and Pepper, could see it all beginning to happen. Our kilted army leading the straggling cattle towards the ford at Crora. There could be no hurrying. Then the enemy. They were many and getting closer, with a new and greater danger. Athelstan had divided his forces. As one section followed our retreating Gallic horsemen and cattle, Another section was heading up the Tyne Valley, obviously intending to encircle us from the west and to grasp us in a mailed fist. Kenneth decided quickly what we in his small troop must do. We rode at speed to another narrow crossing on the Peffer. We did what we could to obstruct the ford in the short time we had. All we found to hand were stunted hawthorn trees, which we dragged onto the ford to make a barrier. Then they came, 800 against our 40. Their first onslaught failed, and we would have stood more, but that they had found another crossing place and were already on our flank. Kenneth knew that our main body of men was in conflict behind us. He turned us to give what help we could in battle there. We wheeled and drove like a wedge through the melee of men, horses and cattle, and our speed carried us through the confusion to the two kings surrounded on the hill. We feared that all was lost. Were we to perish there? As we turned to face the battlefield, everyone around us was looking upwards. Why were they all looking at the sky? A strange sight. A white cross of cloud against the blue, and then the cry of our Gallic men, St. Andrew! It was a sign. It gave us new heart. Kenneth rallied us. In an inspired charge, he led us through the turmoil of struggling men where Athelstan, in pursuit of victory, was closing on the two kings. We swept on, amazed by our rising strength. Soon, it was all over. Athelstan fell, and with him died the heart of the Saxon forces. So the day was ours. You will remember that day always, as I do, when you see the Saltire of Athelstaneford. In the years that followed, the Picts and the Scots grew closer and united as one nation under a common flag, the Scottish Saltire, as you know it today.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that. So that's how we ended up with a flag, the Saltire. There. Oh, right, out. Sorry, I'm just trying to shut this door and it's not playing. There we are. Right. Okay. Right. Now, if you enjoyed that, remember to subscribe, to like. I will put in the description when I get home the links to the flag centre. So if you decide you want to come and visit it, do. And the church is beautiful. There's also a phone box here, which is a book nook. It still has the phone. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Amy. I'm sorry. I know, I just couldn't see the button in the dark. Anyway, at least we got there in the end. Right, it was lovely seeing you all. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.